Now that we've looked at an example of a paradigm shift we can all relate to, we start to ask ourselves, how do we change ours to move beyond limits and open up new ways of finding greater happiness, confidence, and peace of mind? We create new perspectives by making fresh choices, and it's important to know that now is the time to make choices that serve you and accelerate your progress toward a joyful spirit. What follows is a classic story that serves as a wonderful metaphor for the value of identifying positive paradigms. Once there was a group of nomads who wandered through the desert for many years in search of insight from the celestial source to guide them to the promised land. One evening as they camped, they found themselves surrounded by breathtaking white light. They stood spellbound and silent, wondering what would happen next. Then the celestial voice spoke to them. The voice said, "Go around and gather all the pebbles you can from the ground. Put them in your saddlebags. Then travel to your next camp. And tomorrow when you set up camp, you will both be glad and sad." With that, the great celestial voice spoke no more, and the light disappeared. At first, the nomads stood in stunned and silent contemplation. After a few moments, they became a little irritated as they talked to one another. After all, they'd been wandering for years in search of this great message, and all they were told was to pick up a bunch of rocks? It was ridiculous and demeaning, they thought, and they weren't going to do it. But when they remembered how strong the voice had been, they thought, well, maybe we'd better just cover our bases. So just to be safe, each of them gathered 2 or 3 pebbles. They stuffed them into their saddlebags and forgot about them until setting up the next night. Then the nomads remembered what the voice had said, and they reached into their saddlebags. As they pulled out the pebbles, their eyes nearly popped out of their heads. What has previously been worthless little rocks had been magically transformed into magnificent diamonds. At first, the nomads were incredibly glad. "We're rich!" they exclaimed. But then, they were incredibly sad, because they realized they'd missed the opportunity to fill their saddlebags with thousands of these magic pebbles. The empowering paradigms you will develop by making new choices in the 4 key areas at the heart of a joyful spirit are just like those magic pebbles. So fill your saddlebags. Each offers opportunities for you to get more happiness out of life and to give more to everyone you touch.